Now, in this question from the chapter Circle, as a question from geometry, it says that from a point T outside a circle of center O, tangents TP and TQ are drawn to the circle. And what we need to prove here that this OT, that line joining the center to the exterior point of the tangent, is the perpendicular bisector of PQ. Now, clarity should come once we make the figure over here. Let's say I draw. First, I've drawn a circle and we have taken an exterior point T, and from here we have drawn two tangents TP and TQ and joined the point of center with the exterior point of the tangent. Now, what we need to prove here is this length, that is, this OT is the perpendicular bisector of PQ. Now, to do so, what you can see that what we are going to do first is to prove these two triangle congruent. So I'll prove this triangle and this triangle congruent. And how is that possible? Number one, we know that TP should be equal to TQ, that is tangent from same exterior point. These are radii, and this is a common side. So let's first prove these two triangle congruent. And for that, what we are going to write over here, number one, we are going to prove these two triangle congruent. And as I said, we'll be writing these triangle. First, we have TP is equal to TQ, that is tangent from same exterior point. OP is equal to OQ, that is radii, and OT is the common side. So this way we can prove the triangle congruent. Now check here, once we prove these two triangle congruent, that is the triangle here, which I have already mentioned, this one, and the triangle TOQ, we can write, say these angles as equal, that's from the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Now what next we are going to do is to prove one more pair of triangle as congruent. This time we are going to prove this triangle, that is TPL, as congruent to TQL. Now check how we can do here. We have TPI is equal to TQ and we have OT as the common side, and we have already proved this angle 1 is equal to angle 2. This way we can prove these two triangles as congruent. So let's begin with writing that part also. So we'll write over here. That is the triangle considered is, we have these two triangles, that is triangle TPL and TQL. So once you prove these two triangle congruent, we have this is equal to this and this being the common side, and these angles 1 is equal to angle 2 proved above. Now check here, once we prove these two triangle congruent, from CPCT what we can write? Can we write PL is equal to QL? That is, this is equal to this, and the reason here is what? That is from corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Further, you can figure out that this angle, say angle 3, should be equal to angle 4. Right? I can write this angle 3 is equal to angle 4 because they are corresponding parts of congruent triangle. And their sum will be how much? 180 degree. Clearly, they are forming a linear pair. If you see it again, they are forming a linear, like this angle and this angle, say 3 and 4 are forming a linear pair. So their sum will be 180. And since these two angles are equal, I can replace 3 with 4, or say 4 with 3 is equal to 180 degree. This would give you twice angle 3 as 180 degree. And therefore we can say on transposing 2 to the other side, it is 180 over 2, that is 90 degree. So check, we have proved one of its angle as 90 degree. Right, we proved this angle as 90 degree. This is what we needed to prove. So I can say from here, say if I mark this as 1 and this being 2, we can say that this line OT is the perpendicular bisector of PQ.